Pray that I return alive because next time I might come back in a coffin. These were the last words of Sam to his father. But why did Sam say this? You will be shocked. As this story comes to the end, you will know everything about this horrifying case of Sam Abraham. Sam Abraham, 35, was enjoying a peaceful life with his wife Sofia and 7-year-old son in Epping, Australia. Sam and Sofia were both born in Kerala, India, and had migrated to Australia to seek employment. They returned to Kerala every year to spend time with their relatives. One such return was in October 2015, when they embarked on a joyful 2-week vacation of giggles and delight. But on the day of their return on October 12th, Sam's last words to his father were, "Pray that I return alive because next time I might come back in a coffin." Everyone at the time thought he was joking, a joking remark from a son who was very fond of his family. No one could have thought how hauntingly accurate those words would prove to be. After returning to Australia late one night, Sam and Sofia did just what they do each time. They had dinner together and went to bed as they do each time. But the next morning was very quiet, and Sofia was not prepared for it. She woke up early, as she always did, and went to the kitchen to make coffee. When she tried to rouse Sam, he did not move. She assumed at first that he was just tired from their long drive. But when she could not wake him, she started to become afraid. She shook him gently at first and then shouted his name louder and louder. Her heart pounded as she was filled with terror. Something was very wrong. Sofia screamed out for assistance, and her next-door neighbors rushed to come to her assistance. They sent an ambulance immediately. Paramedics arrived only to confirm that the worst happened. Sam perished overnight. The news was a shock to all those who had known Sam. 3 days later, on October 15th, his body was returned to Kerala to be buried. His father was devastated, his heart shattered at the loss of his son. He couldn't help but recall Sam's bizarre remark before he departed. "I might come back in a coffin." His words echoed in his head like a sad song as they prepared for Sam's final farewell. The grief was too great, to his family of course, but to anyone in their village who knew him since he was a boy. Having spent 5 days mourning Sam's family home, Sofia was left with a tough decision: stay in India or visit Australia for work and future prospects of her son. She chose to go back on the 24th of October, aware that life must move on despite feeling utterly sad. It was a difficult decision, but Sofia believed that remaining close to her sister in Australia would assist her in coping with the loss. Sam and Sofia's saga began years ago in Carville Village, Kerala. They were friends and neighbors who sang in church choirs on Sundays. Friendship blossomed into love over the years, and in 2003, they took a vow. After completing studies and securing good jobs, they would marry. Though Sam's parents did not initially agree with Sofia at first, due to her family having an excellent reputation, the couple stood firm. In 2008, after facing a lot of hardships, they eventually got married in a stunning Christian wedding. Their life seemed perfect at first: happy marriage, successful careers, and then a little baby boy in 2009. But beneath this perfect facade were secrets that would eventually destroy everything. A year later, on August 12, 2016, Sam's dad got a shock phone call from the police in Australia. They told him that Sam did not pass away naturally, but was killed. More shocking was the fact that Sofia had been arrested for possibly being the cause of his death. Both families were shocked by the news. How could it have happened to such a loving and dedicated person? What actually happened on that fateful night? An autopsy showed cyanide poisoning to be the cause of her death, along with traces of sedatives in Sam's body. It was not a heart attack, it was a premeditated murder. Australian police initiated a covert investigation of Sofia's work without informing her of this information. Surveillance officers monitored her every move for several months, her daily routine, phone calls, and financial transactions, and the results shocked everyone. Sofia secretly sold Sam's car to a man called Arun Kamalasanan shortly after he passed away. She also opened a joint bank account with him and deposited all of Sam's money in this account without arousing suspicion initially. Their frequent secret meetings left one to everyone started thinking whether their association was merely coincidence or something sinister. But who was Arun, and how was he connected to this horrifying case? In order to understand Arun's role in this tragic story, we have to return to Sofia's college days when she initially met him at Mahatma Gandhi University when pursuing her MSc Hours in electronics. They fell in love the moment they met, despite Sofia being in a relationship with Sam at the time. When she married Sam in 2008 and began life with him, she never revealed to anyone about her previous affair with Arun, a secret that would cause them problems later. But why did she never tell Sam about Arun? Having moved to Australia for work in 2014, Sofia reunited with Arun, who had settled there. The two started their affair as they started meeting secretly together, until Sam also moved to Australia to stay close to his family. Sick of Sam's presence ruining her relationship with Arun, Sofia complained to him about her unhappiness, and the two of them made a horrific plan to eliminate Sam once and for all. On the night of October 14th, the night before Sam died, Sofia made an avocado milkshake with sleeping pills and made him drink that to him after dinner. After that, he passed out on the couch. Arun emerged from hiding at their home and instructed Sofia to combine orange juice and cyanide. Without any shame or remorse for what they had done, they forced the toxic orange juice filled with cyanide down his throat while he was in a state of unconsciousness and weakness, immediately killing him. After Sam's demise, Sofia played just as convincingly, sobbing loudly and acting the part of a mourning widow while keeping her affair with Arun on the down low. But the detectives were watching them and found strong evidence connecting them both to the crime. This included over 100 hours of phone records of calls between them where they talked about plans that would lead them down this wrong path. When faced with irrefutable evidence during interrogation, such as cyanide residues discovered during exhumation, both Sofia and Arun admitted to their involvement in the murder. In dramatic and tearful court hearings, Arun was sentenced to 27 years without parole and Sofia 22 years without parole, even though she had pleaded with the court for mercy since she had a young son. The judge was adamant in his decision in light of justice for Sam's horrific murder. Sam's parents finally took in their grandson's custody by requesting to judge. Comment your opinion about this case and like this video, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel.